An idiom is a special expression. They can reveal a lot about a culture. In Japanese, there are many of these. Today, I want to share some idioms from America. Disclaimer: the origin of many of these are topics of debate. People have many ideas on how these phrases became popular. I will present the most popular origin stories. But remember, people fight on the internet to this day over the origin of these idioms. Bite the bullet. This means to endure something painful but necessary. It comes from the American Civil War. During medical procedures, soldiers were told to bite a bullet due to the pain. Soldiers could convulsively bite their tongue or scream uncontrollably. So, to endure the pain better, they would put a bullet between their teeth and focus on biting it. Sometimes doctors used chloroform and ether to help with the pain. Bullets were common, so this was an alternative when supplies were low. For example, "Well, the project is going to be late. I'll bite the bullet and tell the manager." Shoot from the hip. This means to do something quickly, but not very well. In the Old West, cowboys often had duels. Sometimes, to win a duel, a cowboy would shoot from the hip and not aim properly. This was very fast, and if they were skilled, they could win the duel easily. However, it was very difficult and not always accurate. In many cowboy films, you can see expert gunmen shoot from the hip. It is a sign of speed and aggression. It is a valuable trait in American culture to act quickly, even if the action is not perfect. There's a famous quote about this American idea: "A good plan, violently executed now, is better than a perfect plan executed next week." For example, "We need to start planning now. Let's shoot from the hip and figure out the details later." Bonus: in first-person shooters, by default, you shoot from the hip. You can shoot from the hip, which is fast but not accurate. You can aim down iron sights, which takes some time but is more accurate. Or you can scope a target, which is slow but very accurate. If you're catching flack, you're over the target. This means if people are criticizing you, you are probably correct. Often, this is due to someone speaking the truth, and other people attack them because of it. This comes from pilots in World War II. Flak comes from German anti-air artillery, Fliegerabwehrkanone. Flak. If bombers were over the target, they were attacked by these cannons. So, if you are experiencing difficulty, you're doing things right. For example, "My boss is punishing me because I said our meetings are pointless and a waste of investor money. Now I'm catching flack because I'm over the target." Shoot the breeze. This means to talk idly with your friends. Rumor has it this came from a U.S. private in World War I. He said his corporals were very social, and they were only good at shooting the breeze. It's easy to shoot the breeze, so his expression communicated that they had easy lives and they weren't well suited for actual combat or work. Later, this expression changed to a ruder version: shoot the shit. It's common today to go to Discord and message a friend, "Wanna shoot the shit?" For example, "Oh, she stopped streaming the game. Now she's just shooting the shit." The whole 9 yards. This means to do something fully. It comes from ammo belts in World War II. 50 caliber machine guns had belts of ammo. For some guns, it could be up to 9 yards long. When a fight was especially difficult, a gun would use a whole 9 yards of ammunition. So, if you do something to the fullest, you go the whole 9 yards. For example, that school's culture festival is great. Food stalls, games, music, they do the whole 9 yards. These are only a few idioms from America. I hope they showed you a little bit about how Americans think.